wondering where Mike and Elena were. The only person there who knew where Mike and Elena were was Penelope the waitress. Was among the people who psychically transported them to the realm where Beetlejuice 2 takes place. Oh, hi, Preston. Hey, what's up? This is Reality Bites 2. I'm doing Reality Bites 2 tonight. Okay. A couple named Herbert and Blanche come to the restaurant and sit down at the table. Where's Mike and Elena? They're always here on Tuesday mornings. Herbert? Yes, what is it, Blanche? I have a theory, Herbert. A theory? About what, Blanche? A theory about the murder. Is Penelope around? No, she won't hear us, Blanche. My theory is that Penelope committed the murder. Oh, come on. Penelope the waitress? She's trying to solve the murders. I happen to know that she has psychic powers and believe that perhaps she teleported Mike and Elena to the realm where Beetlejuice 2 takes place. That's ridiculous. Why would you do that, Blanche? Because they suspect that she is the murderer. Seems unlikely to me. Meanwhile, Mike and Elena were wandering around where Beetlejuice 2 takes place. How did we end up here, Lelena? In the realm where Beetlejuice 2 takes place? I don't know, but we need to find a way back. This is astonishing. I just saw something astounding happen. What? For a moment, some kind of image presented itself to me through what appeared to be a transom, connecting the realms where Beetlejuice 2 and Reality Bites 2 take place. That is astounding. When I pause the dialogue, it's only because I'm trying to find, okay, where this picks up. Here it is. What's even more astounding is that I think I saw for a moment Penelope the waitress peering into our realm. How and why would she be looking into our realm? I have a theory on that. Maybe it's because we suspect that she committed the murder. I remain skeptical. Penelope is trying to solve the murder. All of a sudden, Mike and Elena saw another image flash before their eyes. It was a hideous beast covered with hair. Covered in hair with sinister eyes. They thought they heard him say, "We're coming to get you." All of a sudden, Mike and Elena were instantly teleported from the realm where Beetlejuice 2 takes place to the realm where Reality Bites 2 takes place, and found themselves in Mike's condominium, sitting on the couch, looking out at the Golden Gate Bridge, standing proudly above the moonlit waters of the bay. No, this is a script I wrote. This is actually, I'm actually flattered that you think it's a book, but it's a script that I wrote for Reality Bites 2. How do we end up back? How do we get back here? I guess it's kind of like more like in a book form than it is like in a script form. Okay. We'll find out. Would you like to practice some more dialogue? Sure. Mike and Elena practice some more dialogue. Mike and Elena got up the next morning and went to Pancakes by the Bay for breakfast. Penelope takes her order. Okay, I'm happy to have two people in the audience now. This is no. Whenever I pause, that's only because I've got this in a notebook and I'm trying to find the page where it continues. Because I have other stuff in this notebook, other songs and other stories. But wait a minute. Okay. What'll it be for you this morning? Hi, Penelope. It looks like this. It's a notebook. Okay. You're looking somewhat mirthful this morning. Quite happy this morning. Can you guess why? Let me see. You are not giving me any indication of why you would be so extremely happy this morning. As a matter of fact, I've never seen anybody look as happy as you look this morning. What could possibly account for such profound happiness? I'm unclear about this myself, Penelope. You look so fucking happy. What am I yapping about? This is Robert. This is Reality Bites 2. This is a script I wrote for Reality Bites 2. Okay. I've never in my life seen another human being look so happy. I've seen many occasions in my life, such as weddings and garage sales, where people looked like they were extremely happy, but not as happy as you look. When I look into your eyes, I can see some kind of light of meaning and significance, as if all of the deep existential questions that you've been pondering for a lifetime have been answered by some higher power who has brought you into fields of uncompromising beauty, adorned with colors you have never seen, emotions you have never felt, tastes you have never tasted, and exquisite noises you have never heard. Where you have found a heightened... Oh, hi, Jackson. Plateau to live upon. Hi, Jackson. Thanks for joining me. Okay. Wait a minute. Did you say that people at garage sales look happy? Yes. Yes, I did say that people at garage sales look happy. Both customers and proprietors look extremely happy. Why would you be so happy at a garage sale? There's something about a garage sale that inspires happiness in people. It's a chance to engage in conversation with a new person, and maybe find some great bargains on an item that you cherish. Hell, I was at a garage sale and I found a great guitar for $10 at a garage sale in Park Ridge. I found a PV guitar at a garage sale in Park Ridge. So yeah, go to garage sales. More often than not, it's just a bunch of garbage that people are just trying to get rid of, to make room for other possessions in their home. Sometimes, however, there are great finds. The thrill of the pursuit of unexpected garbage sale stuff brings out sensations of extreme happiness in people. Yeah, that makes sense. And I bet that when the person sells stuff to the other person, they feel a reciprocal mirth from the transaction. Penelope? Penelope, it is my belief that they do feel a reciprocal mirth from the transaction. Yeah. Now getting back to my question, why are you so happy? Why am I so happy? Because I've been hired by Hollywood as a screenwriter. Really? That's great. Yeah, they love the documentary that I filmed about solving the murder mystery that took place here outside of Pancakes by the Bay. That's awesome, Penelope. What's it gonna be for you this morning? This screen just keeps freezing up. Okay. Give me the Bayside pancakes and mountain morning coffee. And for you, Lelena? Give me the crepes and a cup of mountain morning coffee. Coming right up. Look out the window, Lelena. They both look out the window and see the same van that they saw the dead body being thrown into. They were dressed in black. They stared at them ominously and drove off. Do you want to go back to my condominium? Sure. They finished breakfast and went back to Mike's condominium. They sat on the couch in his living room to talk. You saw the van too? How could I miss it? It was there for what seemed like a split second, then drove off. Nobody else seemed to see it. It did look like the same van that the dead body was thrown into. Yeah, I don't think it was an illusion. How could we both see the same illusion? Now I don't think we have much reason to believe that the Penelope is the murderer. All of a sudden, Mike and Elena can see Penelope through a transom in another realm in Mike's condominium. A kind of door of perception has been opened. I heard what you said about me. I'm not the murderer. Mine is a white magic, not a black magic. I practice the art of Wicca for the good of humanity. The transom then closed. Wow, that's something. Let's practice some more dialogue. Sure, Mike and Lelena will practice some more dialogue. Mike and Lelena got up the next morning and went to Pancakes by the Bay for breakfast and coffee. Penelope took their order. Good morning, Mike and Lelena. Good morning, Penelope. It is a beautiful morning, isn't it? Yes, it is. What a great time of the year to be in San Francisco, early June. It feels so good to be alive. We're hungry, Penelope. Yes, Lelena. What's it going to be for you this morning? I'll have the Bayside griddle cakes and a cup of mountain morning coffee. The screen keeps freezing up. Damn it. Okay. Let's see. Screen. Okay, I gotta. Okay. What's gonna be for you, Mike? Give me the paradise pancakes and a cup of mountain morning coffee. I'll have that for you, people. Mike and Elena are sitting at their favorite booth at the front window, having a deep conversation, when all of a sudden they hear the sound of the Squeeze song from a car in the street, and then the sound of a car crash. They look out the window and see a very puzzling sight. It appears to be the crash that took place in the original Reality Bites at the beginning of the movie, when Lelena threw a lit cigarette into Michael's car and then crashed into it. It appears to be exactly that scene unfolding, but somehow spliced into Reality Bites 2, in the street in front of Pancakes by the Bay in San Francisco. The same chain of events takes place in the new context. Michael, Lelena, and Vicky get out of the cars and go to Pancakes by the Bay to sort through the situation. Oh, hi, Ducky. Ducky with bread. Thanks for joining me. Okay. Upon entering, Lelena looks right at her character, Lelena from Reality Bites, with a bewildered look on her face. Lelena from Reality Bites looks back at her. Lelena, Vicky, and Michael grab a table. I'm so sorry for these unfortunate circumstances. What's your name? I'm so sorry. That's a nice fucking car. Oh, thanks for subbing, Dougie with bread. Happy to have you as a subscriber to my YouTube channel. Okay. That's a nice fucking car. It's too bad it's just a lump of mangled steel now after I got to it. What a beautiful car that was before I destroyed it. How can I make it up to you? Let me see. I don't know. You're such a nice person and so darn cute. Why don't you just buy me some pancakes and coffee and maybe get me a bus pass that covers the Houston area? Thanks for being so forgiving, Michael. That's a display of unbelievable character. I turned your beautiful car into a lump of mangled steel, forcing you to take a miserable two hour bus ride to work every day with God only knows what kind of schizophrenic people you might be on the bus with, and you accept my apology to be served up to you with pancakes. Don't be completely mistaken. I am fuming inside. But your pancakes and your beautiful face somehow improves my moods. Can I also get a date out of this? No. No! You destroyed my car! And you're going to give me a bus pass, and I can't even get a lousy fucking date out of it? Oh, how are you, Ducky? Thanks. That's really nice of you. Okay. I can't even get a lousy date out of it? Nothing. All of a sudden, Penelope comes up to the table. Excuse me? Oh, awesome. Joel, your name is Joel Edie. The stream is lagging real bad. It keeps freezing. I'm sorry about that. It freezes. I got a cheap phone that I record this on. I got to get a better phone, I guess. Okay. Maybe I'll get a better phone. I got a question. You have like a bunch of videos recorded on your phone and you want to get a new phone. Is it easy? Can you just upload those? I think you could probably upload those videos to the new phone, right? Because that's what I was thinking about doing. I bought a cheap phone. Anyways, okay. No, all of a sudden, Penelope comes up to the table. Excuse me. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. I wanted to let you know that you are not in Houston, Texas. Thanks for being understanding, Joel. You are in San Francisco, California. You would have to connect to the same Wi-Fi or connect to the phone or other on hotspot. Oh, okay. Thanks for the information. What? All of a sudden, Elena from Reality Bites approaches them. It's true. I saw the accident happen. That's the scene from Reality Bites that has somehow been spliced into Reality Bites 2, set here in San Francisco. Are you fucking serious? Now that's far out. We need to figure out how to get back into Reality Bites. In the meantime, would you and Michael like to come with Mike and I to Mike's condominium to watch a performance of William Shakespeare dialogue? Oh, thanks, Joel. I'm happy to have you as a subscriber. If you're a subscriber, you've got you're gonna have many moments of great viewing pleasure in the future. Hope you watch my live streams. Tell your friends about me. Okay. They went back to Mike's condominium to watch Mike and Lelena perform William Shakespeare dialogue. Here's an excerpt from it. Well, now we got Joel. I've got Calix, James, Smash. Does that mean smash hit or? Yeah, I assume that's a compliment. No comment. Okay. Let's see. They are sitting on a couch in Mike's condominium talking. I'm the only one to chat. Oh, hi, Ducky. I'm glad you're back. Okay. So, we have to figure out how to get you back into Reality Bites. Yeah. We need to get them back there. So, if I am to understand this correctly, a scene from Reality Bites has been spliced, and placed, literally spliced from Reality Bites and placed into, thanks, Ducky, Reality Bites 2. I guess we need to figure out how to get it spliced from Reality Bites 2 back into Reality Bites. Yeah, that's gonna be a challenge. While you're here, Lelena, would you like to know what some of the projects are that you are going to be involved in the future? Sure. Um, in Texas, you are going to be hired as a documentarian to film a documentary about the American buffalo. The American buffalo. What about the American buffalo? The spiritual connection that the American buffalo has to the people of Texas. The American buffalo is a symbol of American ingenuity, freedom, free-spiritedness, independence, determination, liberation, pleasures of the soul, and abundance. In your documentary about the American buffalo, you study the history of the American buffalo and its relationship to the indigenous people of... I'm eating chicken while I'm listening. I hope you're enjoying that chicken. I love chicken. Okay. And gain insights. Yeah, I like to eat while I'm watching movies too. I love to eat the combined pleasure of eating a great meal in front of a movie. That's great. Okay, and gain insight into its soul life. That's awesome. What else? You'll be hired as a writer. For Coffee Lovers Monthly in San Francisco. That's great. I love coffee. I can write about how it excites my mind, body, and soul in a way that transcends my soul to a place of eternal pleasure. Hi, Terry the Troll. Thanks for joining me again. I know you're a big fan of mine. Thanks for joining me. Okay. Do you want to practice more William Shakespeare dialogue? Sure. They practice some more William Shakespeare dialogue. Here's an excerpt from it. Mike, oh, hi, Terry the Troll. Okay. Oh, thanks for the thumbs up, whoever gave me the thumbs up. Okay. Mike, Lelena, and Lelena from Reality Bites 2 got up the next morning and went to Pancakes by the Bay for breakfast and coffee. Hey, I'm glad to hear that you people are fans of my work. That's really nice of you. Thanks. Got up the next morning, went to Pancakes by the Bay for breakfast and coffee. They got a table by the window. This is a nice restaurant. Pancakes by the Bay. I like the name. You're gonna love the food. Wait, I play the drums. We can jam sometime. Sure, that'd be great. Oh yeah. Okay. Anyways, they got a table by the window. I already said that. Wait a minute. Here comes Penelope, the waitress. Hi, it's nice to see you people this morning. How can I help you? I've obviously never eaten here before. What would you recommend? The pancakes are delicious, but you could only taste the transcendent deliciousness of the pancakes if you are in love. Love is a key ingredient that flavors the pancakes. The mere culinary pleasure that you derive from eating the pancakes is heightened by the feeling of walking along a path in life illuminated by profound love. Huh. I'm not in love. Does that mean that they're going to taste like ordinary pancakes to me? I'm in love with you, Lelena. Look at my eyes, feel my soul. Feel the union of my soul with yours. Okay? We can transcend. We can walk along that path of immortal love into the gates of dawn in fields of never seen beauty and abundance. Okay, I'm looking in your eyes. Now I'll taste the pancakes. Lelena takes the pancakes, takes a bite of the pancakes. They do taste better that way. They finished eating breakfast and walked into the restaurant to what they thought was going to be a San Francisco morning. It turned out to be a Houston morning. Wow. This is the apartment complex where the characters from Reality Bites lived. Okay. Have we been spliced from Reality Bites 2 into Reality Bites? Sure looks like it to me. Yeah, this is the building for Reality Bites. Hi, Terry the Troll. Hi, Joel. Okay. Hi, what's up? Okay. Hi, Terry the Troll. Okay. They went inside the apartment building to discuss the situation. When they got into the... Yes, you can be a mod. Okay. When they got into the... when they got into the building, they found a strange-looking man in the vestibule. His name is Hugh Henderson. Excuse me, people. Are you here to see Troy Dyer? Yeah? How did you know? You have that look about you. You have the mischievous look about you that is a defining characteristic of Troy's friends. We're not mischievous. Oh, I know you're up to something. We are most certainly not up to something. We're just here to visit our friend Troy. Then you can't. You can't visit Troy unless you're up to something. We can't visit Troy unless we're up to something. We're not up to something. If we were up to something, we would tell you. Why would you tell me if you were up to something? That would give it away. If you were up to something, I'm sure you wouldn't tell me because then I could snitch on you. Maybe we would tell you if we were up to something if you wanted us to join us as an accomplice. But I assure you, we are not up to something. That being said, why are we not permitted to enter the building unless and visit Troy unless we're up to something? Because he's up to something. Unless you're in on the something that he is up to, you are not in cahoots with him and shall not be permitted to enter the building. Okay, we were just kidding. We are up to something. What are you up to? We're not supposed to tell you. It's between us and Troy. That's the right answer. Do you know what we're up to? No. I just know that you're up to something. That's a screening process that a person must go through to be admitted to the building. The screen keeps freezing up. Sorry about that. Okay. You must prove to me that you are up to something and you are in cahoots with Troy. I can tell that you are up to something by the eyes. Now for the other part of the screening process. Oh, hi, Terry the Troll. Oh, hi, Jeff. Oh, Joel early. Now for the other part of the screening process. Do you remember when Troy said that there was an IQ prerequisite to talk to him? Yeah. There really is. You have to score in the genius range of IQs in order to talk to him. You have to have a genius level IQ just to talk to this asshole? You won't even talk to people with average IQs? No, he won't. Why won't he? Because those are his rules. Those are his rules? Who has rules? He does. He has rules. And those are his rules. So I was thinking, if you're not a genius, is it possible to build up your own intelligence to a genius level from an average IQ? Is it possible to increase your intelligence from an average IQ to a genius level IQ? Is that possible? Well, Lelena and I are both smart, but I don't see why we should have to prove it. Those are his rules. You have to prove it. How do we prove it? I have an appointment set up for you and Lelena to be tested at a testing center in Austin, Texas. How's Saturday morning? Okay, I think it's fucking ridiculous, but we'll fucking go. Bring me back proof of your genius level IQs, and you shall be admitted to the building. Okay. Lelena, would you like to practice some more William Shakespeare dialect tonight? Sure. Mike and Lelena found a park in Texas on that beautiful night where they could practice some more dialogue. Here's an excerpt from it. Mike and Lelena thoroughly enjoyed their performances of William Shakespeare dialect. Mike looks into Lelena's eyes, and then up at the full moon on a June evening, whose warm breeze blanketed their bodies and enlivened their souls. The evenings are nice here in Houston, aren't they, Lelena? They are. But I miss so much about San Francisco. I miss the Golden Gate Bridge and Pancakes by the Bay. Quite frankly, so do I. I miss the delicious pancakes at Pancakes of the Bay, along with the coffee. And I miss the murder mystery we're trying to solve there. So do I. What do you really think? Do you think that Penelope really did it? Lelena? Believe it or not, I think it's possible. I find it to be quite exhilarating trying to solve it. When I really think about it, I also think it's possible. But then I think, is that polite and charming waitress capable of murder? I agree. She doesn't seem to be. I really want to get this place back into Reality Bites 2 based in San Francisco so we could try to solve the murder case and enjoy Pancakes by the Bay again. So do I. I just thought of something. Do you think it's possible that Penelope spliced us from Reality Bites 2 in San Francisco to Reality Bites in Houston because she knows we suspect that she is the murderer? Could she really do that? I hope not. I really want to get back into Reality Bites 2 in San Francisco. So do I. Houston is a nice place, but... Oh, this is Reality Bites 2, my script for Reality Bites 2. But I've got to get back to San Francisco. There's no place like San Francisco. Look, did you see that? See what? Look over there. By that tree over there? I think I saw something. For a moment, I thought I saw a glimpse of Pancakes by the Bay through a transom. I also thought I saw Ethan Hawke on stage performing a theatrical version of Reality Bites there with some actress. I wonder if there's some news splicing taking place. Maybe. Do you want to practice more William Shakespeare dialogue? Sure. They practiced some more William Shakespeare dialogue. Mike and Lena got up the next morning and decided to go for breakfast. Do you want to go out for breakfast? Sure. We'll have to find a good place. If we look around Houston, I'm sure there'll be something similar to Pancakes by the Bay. Let's go. Michael and Elena walked around Houston, and to their bewilderment, saw what appeared to be Pancakes by the Bay. Is that Pancakes by the Bay? Sure looks like it to me. What's it doing here in Houston, Texas? Let's go in and find out. Mike and Elena walked in the restaurant to find that it certainly did appear to be Pancakes by the Bay. They also saw Ethan Hawke on stage performing a scene from Reality Bites with some actress. It's a scene where Troy and Elena are walking around Houston smoking and drinking coffee. Here's an excerpt from it. You see, Elena, all we need is good conversation, coffee, and cigarettes. You got it. All of a sudden, Mike interrupts them. Are you still there, Joel? Who's still there? Okay. Have you ever had the coffee here at Pancakes by the Bay? Excuse me. You're interrupting our play? Oh, I'm so sorry, thespians. Keep acting. Well, now that you've interrupted us, I'd like to know what was so fucking important that you had to interrupt our play. I'd really like you to try the coffee here. The coffee? Oh, hi. Thanks for joining me. The coffee? The coffee. I would assume it's just your typical flavorless diner coffee. This coffee? Oh no. This coffee is exceptional. Exceptional. Let me try it. Penelope, would you bring Troy some coffee? Coming right up. Penelope comes out with a cup of coffee. Here you go. Troy takes a sip of the coffee. You know what? This is good. This is no ordinary coffee. I feel as though I'm on some elevated plane of existence, whereupon I reach a plateau of love so profound it guides me through the gates of dawn into a field of ever-expanding beauty and immerses me into a state of pleasure so acute it can only be felt on a spiritual plane of existence when I drink this coffee. Troy looks at Sheila, the girl who portrays Lelaine in the play, and tells her he loves her. Sheila? What is it, Troy? I love you, Sheila. What? Are you kidding me? Not in love with you. You're not? No, what gave you that idea? We're not in love. Oh, yes, we are. We are? It's news to me. Sheila, we're in love. What the fuck are you saying to me? Where did you come up with such a bizarre notion? We're not in love. Try some of the coffee, Sheila, and then tell me that we are not in love. Sheila gets a cup of coffee from Penelope. She takes a sip of it. You're right. We are in love. I noticed that when you look outside, you see San Francisco. Okay. That's right. From inside here, we are in Reality Bites 2 in San Francisco. When you go back outside, you are back into Reality Bites in Houston, Texas. I wonder how that is. We've been trying to figure that out. Some unknown force seems to be splicing the two movies together in unusual ways. Look out the window. Same woman in the Corvette. She gave a package to another woman who is now driving off with it. Yeah, that's been going on for a while. I really like to go to my condominium to practice more William Shakespeare dialogue. With Lelena, do you know how I can get there? Let me let you in on something. If you drive with a Corvette woman at an accelerated speed, you are spliced back into Reality Bites 2. Wait till she comes back, and you could try to go for a ride with her. Does she take anybody? Think she'll take you people? That's excellent. Yeah. They had a wonderful afternoon. They went back into the restaurant the next morning and got their usual booth by the window. Penelope took their order. How can I help you? I'll have the Paradise pancakes. And Mountain Morning coffee. What's it going to be for you, Lelena? I'll have the Bayside crepes and Mountain Morning coffee. Coming right up. Mike and Lelena are talking when all of a sudden they look out the window and see the Corvette woman park her car and climb out. There she is. Let's go to talk to her. They run into the restaurant to talk to the Corvette woman. Excuse me, ma'am. We were told by Penelope, the waitress, that you could splice us back in Reality Bites in San Francisco, Reality Bites 2 in San Francisco, by driving us at an accelerated speed in your Corvette. Sure, friendly people. Climb aboard. By the way, what's your name? Lightspeed Mindy. Your name is Lightspeed Mindy? How did your parents come up with that name? When I was born, they were informed of my ability to drive faster than the speed of light to warp time and space, and also my ability to splice together scenes in movies in the archetypal realm where movies take place by driving faster than the speed of light. How are you able to drive faster than the speed of light? The speed of my thought processes are faster than the speed of light. Einstein postulated, not only did he postulate, but he proved, I think it's pretty much proven that the speed of light is the fastest speed at which matter can travel through the universe. That's what Einstein came up with. But what about other things that are esoteric? What about things that are intangible, such as thought processes? What if a thought process can travel faster than the speed of light? But then I come back to this. Is a thought process limited by the speed at which the neuronal firings in the human brain can travel? Is that the guiding principle that determines how fast a thought process can travel? Or can a thought process transcend the limitations of the human brain? And if so, if a thought process can go faster than the speed of light, then that's how I traveled faster than the speed of light. I know how to place the speed of my thought processes into material objects. Oh, I see. What's in the package you keep passing back and forth to other people? The package? It shall remain a mystery. I want to know what's in the package. Maybe you'll know someday. All of a sudden, they arrived in San Francisco in front of Mike's condominium after going faster than the speed of light. Is this movie already out or is it coming out? I would like to release this movie, and I'm practicing for it. I'm trying to get Winona Ryder to agree to be in it, and I want it to come out. I mean, I want to get this produced. Yes. Okay. Michael and I went on into Mike's condominium to practice more William Shakespeare dialogue. Okay, this continues in my other notebook. This is the purple notebook. Now we're going to go to the, okay. Go to my blue notebook. One of many blue notebooks. And let's see. Mike and Elena got up early the next morning and went to Pancakes by the Bay for breakfast. They got their usual booth by the window. Penelope took their order. Good morning, Mike and Elena. It's so nice to see you. Oh, hi, Penelope. Yeah, it's so nice to be back in the realm where Reality Bites 2 takes place. How can I help you? Give me the Bayside griddle cakes and a cup of Mountain Morning coffee. And for you, Mike, give me the Paradise pancakes and a cup of Mountain Morning coffee. Coming right up. It's so nice to look out the window here in the Pancakes by the Bay and observe the happy San Francisco people. It sure is. I miss that. It's fun to observe these people. We have to start writing our script based on these people. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I thought that what we could do is write the script and put on a performance right here in the restaurant. The performance will be untitled so as to give them no indication as to what it is about. After the performance, we can tell the people that it is based on their interactions. That'd be wonderful. Do you want to walk around town? It's beautiful out. Sure. Well, Lena, I love you. Let's go. I love you too. Let's have some fun. Michael and Elena went to take a walk around San Francisco. And had a wonderful morning. Mike and Elena got up early the next morning. And wanted pancakes by the bay for breakfast and coffee. Penelope took the order. How can I help you people? Give me the Bayside crepes and a cup of mountain morning coffee. And for you, Lelena? Give me the Bayside pancakes and a cup of mountain morning coffee. Coming right up. We have to start writing our script dates on our observations of these passersby. I know. Do you have any ideas yet? Yeah, I think the Corvette woman should be in the script. Yeah, there are some intriguing behaviors to be observed relating to her, including the package she keeps passing back and forth to people. I happen to catch a glimpse of something very intriguing. Something else very intriguing. What else? I saw a peculiar sight. If you look into a rearview mirror, you could see some kind of supernatural being from the netherworld. This being cannot be seen outside of the mirror where it appears to be reflected into the mirror, but can be seen in the mirror. The Corvette woman also gives this being packages. Wow. That is intriguing. Do you want to go back to my pancake and raise more? Sure, Mike and Lane breakfast. Mike and Lane, I got up the next morning and went to Pancakes by the Bay for breakfast. They got their usual booth by the window. Penelope took their order. How can I help you? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Damn it. Come on. Just trying to find the page where this picks up, this where my script continues. Fuck. Okay. They are standing in front of the mirror, observing not only themselves reflected in the mirror, but themselves only an hour in the past in Mike's condominium, sitting on Mike's couch. What? What happened? We seem to have been teleported from your condominium to here in front of Pancakes by the Bay. Look into the mirror. That's us an hour ago on the couch in my condominium. We're observing ourselves an hour in the past in a mirror. Oh, bye. Thanks for listening. I hope you keep listening. Okay. We're in the Pancakes by the Bay, where we have been inexplicably teleported. All of a sudden, they see the Corvette woman with a package. Hi. I teleported you. Wow. Do you want to stay an hour into the future or go back an hour into the past? What do you want, Lelena? Let's go back to the past. You must take this package to yourself in the mirror. Oh, thanks, Joel. That's really nice. Okay. Sure. Bye. We'll see you. Michael and Elena took the package themselves in the mirror. They took the package and were transported an hour into the future. Would you like to practice some more William Shakespeare dialogue? Sure. Michael and Elena, practice some more William Shakespeare dialogue. Mike sleeps over at night Elena sleeps overnight at Mike's condominium. When they wake up in the morning, Mike goes looking for the package, which he seems to have misplaced. Have you seen the package this morning? No, I haven't. I really thought I said it on the... I'm just trying to find where the script picks. Damn it! Come on. Okay. I'm just trying to find where the script picks up. Okay. Okay. Fuck. Damn it. Table in the living room. Oh, hi, Mini Joshua? Okay. All of a sudden, he looks into the large mirror on the wall in the living room and sees not his reflection in the present moment, but his reflection an hour into the future. Is this what you were looking for? Yes, it is. Would you give me that back to me? No. What's in it? An object that no one on Earth has ever seen that can transform the future? Bye. With that, he vanished. Michael and Elena talked into the evening. They performed some more William Shakespeare dialogue. Michael and Elena got up early the next morning and went to Pancakes by the Bay for breakfast and coffee. They get their usual booth by the window. Penelope took their order. What's going to be for you this morning? Give me the Bayside crepes and a cup of hot morning coffee. And for you, Elena, give me the Bayside crepes and a cup of hot morning coffee. Coming right up. What do you think of the package that could transform the future? Oh, hi, Terry the Troll. Thanks for joining me again. What do you think of the package that could transform the future? I think that the notion of having a package that can transform the future has some serious implications to it. I think that the notion of having a package that can transform the future has some serious implications to it. If somebody has a package that could transform the future, just think of all the potential tragedies that can be averted. That's true. Also, think about the heinous machinations that can be started. The package can be used for either good or evil. Yeah, I agree. All of a sudden, they see future Mike through the window in a mirror on the sidewalk. The Corvette woman pulls up right next to him in her Corvette and stops at the curb. She walks up to the mirror. From within the mirror, future Mike hands the package to the Corvette woman. She takes the package, gets into her car, and drives off frantically. As future Mike looks at Mike and Lelena with a sinister look on his face, wow. That's something else. Do you want to go back to my condominium with practice more William Shakespeare dialogue? Sure. Mike and Lelena practice more William Shakespeare dialogue. Mike and Lelena thoroughly enjoyed their performances of William Shakespeare dialogue that evening and got up the next morning to go for a walk along the ocean that warm summer day in early June. Lelena? Yes, what is it, Mike? If you could transform the future, in what way would you transform it? No, that's something I haven't given a lot of thought to. Considering the fact that the future does not yet exist, only the past and present exist, how can you transform something that does not yet exist? Or does it exist? In the same sense that you could say that the future doesn't exist, you might also say that the past doesn't exist. It doesn't appear that anybody has traveled to the past. If the past did exist as something tangible, you could surmise that you could access it. You might be onto something. The past does exist in images in our minds and artifacts in the tangible world, but is the past itself something that exists apart from our memories of it? I think that perhaps within a duality of an eternal nowness of being, that there paradoxically exists a past and a future. The question is whether or not the past and future may be altered or traveled to. Important. I agree. They walked along the beach more that afternoon and made love in the moonlight on the shore that evening. Would you like to go back to my condominium and practice more William Shakespeare dialogue? Sure. Mike and Elena went back to Mike's condominium to practice more William Shakespeare dialogue. Here's an exit from it. Mike and Elena got up the next morning, went pancakes by the bay. For breakfast and coffee. Penelope took their order. How could I help you? Give me the Bayside brick girdle cakes and a cup of mud morning coffee. And for you, Elena? You give me the Bayside brick girdle cakes and a cup of mud morning coffee. Coming right up. Have you been thinking about the murder lately? No, have you? Not much. It's gone unsolved for many months. Maybe we should be thinking about it. I say we let the detectives solve it. I've been thinking about the American buffalo lately and its spiritual connection to the indigenous people of Texas. Oh, yeah, that. How's that coming along? Wonderfully. I found that the American buffalo is an iconic figure that not only gets Texans in touch with their inner selves, but also many American people. That's excellent. Oh, here comes Penelope with our order. Here you are. Thanks, Penelope. Look at the window. Did you see that? It's a Corvette woman staring at us from inside of her car, wearing square sunglasses, intermittently smiling and frowning. Yes, I see it. Do you like the square sunglasses? I love her square sunglasses. I love them because they're not only square, but they are also so huge. So yes, I do love her square sunglasses. Do you love her square sunglasses? Yes, I do love them. I love them because they are not huge, not because they are huge, but because they are square. I would, however, love them more if they were oval. How much more would you love her square sunglasses if they were oval? Um, hmm. I would love her square sunglasses 74% more if they were oval, I guess. I guess about 74% more. Sounds about right. That being said, I think that her square sunglasses are cool. They are not square. They are square in shape, but they're not square when it comes to coolness. I agree. Do you want to go back to my condominium to practice more William Shakespeare dialogue? Sure. Michael and Elena went back to Mike's condominium to practice some more William Shakespeare dialogue. Michael and Elena. Got up the next morning, went for a walk along the ocean near the Golden Gate Bridge. It was sublimely beautiful out with the early June sun highlighting the facial contours of Lelena's ageless beauty. Have you thought more about the murder? No, have you? As a matter of fact, I have. I saw something early this morning before you got up. You did? What time were you up? I got up early at 4 in the morning to go for a run. It's a great time to be up. There's not too many people around. It's so serene. That's nice. So what did you see? I saw the Corvette woman pull up to the curb in front of Pancakes by the Bay. A strange-looking man walked up to the car and reached into it and grabbed the package from her. As he ran off, I thought she reached for a gun. I didn't see the gun because it was too dark. This brought me to the conclusion that maybe people are fighting over the package because it could transform the future. This fight over the package, I surmise, might be a motive for murder. That's a somewhat plausible theory. Thanks. Now I'm trying to figure out why each particular person would want to transform the future. You want to go to Pancakes by the Bay? Sure. Mike and Elena went to Pancakes by the Bay that morning for breakfast and coffee. They got their usual booth by the window. Penelope took their order. How can I help you? Give me the Bayside griddle cakes and a cup of mild morning coffee. And for you, Elena? Give me the Bayside griddle cakes and a cup of mild morning coffee. Coming right up. Penelope, I have a question for you. What is it? Okay, are you still working on your movie about the murder mystery? Yes, it's almost completed. That's interesting. I have a theory about the murder. That's great. When the movie comes out, you can go and see it and piece together clues and see if it fits your theory about the murder. Excellent. Can Lelena and I be in it? Sure. We still haven't. We still have a few more scenes to complete. I'll let you know when it's where to be and when. That'd be excellent. See you later, Penelope. Bye. Would you like to get back to my condominium, Braxmore William Shakespeare? Sure. Mike and Elena went back to Mike's condominium in Braxmore William Shakespeare. Mike and Elena got up early the next morning to go for a walk along the ocean by the bay. The temperature was nearly perfect that morning, but strong winds and a gray sky suggested that a storm may be imminent. Suddenly, a man in a raincoat and a fisherman's hat ran up to them. Stay out of it. What? Stay out of what? You know what? Just stay out of it. I don't know what you are talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Can you clarify? I don't think I need to clarify. I think you know what I'm talking about. No? We don't know what you're talking about. What the fuck are you talking about? Sarah, the solving of the murder mystery, unless you want to put yourself in harm's way. Harm's way is my middle name. Not afraid to be in harm's way. As a matter of fact, I live on a street named Harm's Way. Really? No, I'm just kidding. Seriously, though, why should we stay out of the solving the murder mystery? I'll tell you why. There's a hidden society of counterparts of each person living in a parallel realm in this area. Each of us is a counterpart, an exact duplicate of ourselves that wants to take over. If they do so, we could be cast off into that realm and they could take over for us here. I doubt that. The man suddenly runs away. What? You don't believe him, do you? You never know. I doubt it. Do you want to go to Pancakes by the Bay? Sure. Mike and Elena went to Pancakes by the Bay for breakfast and coffee. They got their usual booth by the window. Penelope took their order. What'll it be? Give me the Bayside griddle cakes and a cup of hot morning coffee. And for you, Elena, give me the Bayside griddle cakes and a cup of hot morning coffee. Come right up. As Penelope walked off, she looked out the window at a man and a woman who were dressed up in black hooded capes, like those worn by people in black magic and the occult. They nodded at each other with approving gestures. Did you see that, Elena? Yeah. I think Penelope may still be a suspect. Penelope came back with her food. Let's just enjoy the food. Sure. There must be a way to reconcile the fact that we saw people in black hooded capes that appeared to be part of some kind of black magic society, with the appearance of the strange man who warned us of a secret society of human counterparts for each of us that is plotting to take control of our reality and cast us off into another realm. Another realm? That could be it. What do you mean? I happen to know that the person who writes Reality Bites 2 is a guy named Mike Meyer. He has a series of science fiction stories that he also writes called Another Realm. Really? If that's the case, he could be writing us into an episode of Another Realm. My point exactly. Maybe we could find clues about the murder in that other realm. Yeah, maybe. All of a sudden, they found themselves cast off into another realm for about 2 seconds, and then immediately transported back to the Pancakes by the Bay in the same booth. Where they were. Did you see that? Yeah, we were cast off into another realm for about 2 seconds. Yeah, that was strange. All of a sudden, all I saw was what appeared to be Penelope and some other people in black hooded capes whispering to each other in some room that seemed to be detached from any building. That's all I saw too. Do you want to go back to my condominium and practice more William Shakespeare dialogue? Sure. Mike and Elena went back to Mike's condominium and practiced more William Shakespeare dialogue. Mike and Elena got up the next morning and went to Pancakes by the Bay for breakfast and coffee. They got their usual booth by the window. Penelope took their order. What'll it be for you this morning? What'll it be this morning? Give me the Bayside griddle cakes and a cup of mountain morning coffee. And for you, Elena, give me the Bayside griddle cakes and a cup of mountain morning coffee. Come right up. Oh, I just want to let you people know. My movie about the murder is in its final stages of production. It's going to be released later next year. That's terrific, Penelope. Do you have a title for it? Yes. I do. It's called Murder for Breakfast. Okay. I like the title. Murder for Breakfast. It's the killer's point of view. What's it going to be for breakfast? Murder. Exactly. We could sort through the evidence captured in the movie, contained in the movie, and solve the murder. It appears from evidence that I have gathered that perhaps the murderer had a nice big breakfast here at Pancakes by the Bay before he or she committed the murder. And threw the dead body into the van. Do you think that the murderer might have left a nice tip? Yeah, murderers are known to be good tippers, with a charming, benevolent side to them. Penelope, this brings something else to the fore. I happen to know that lately there have been a few other murders committed outside of breakfast places in broad daylight. It's the same turn of events. The murderer eats breakfast at the place, is charming, and leaves a generous tip, and then throws the dead body into a van. Maybe it's a serial killer who kills people at different places, at different breakfast places across America after a nice breakfast. So you never know. You could be at a breakfast place anywhere in America, and you never know if that's where the serial killer is, because he likes to stop at a different breakfast place in America in the morning, various breakfast places in America, then kill the person, throw the dead body into a van, and then drive off to, and then the next morning goes to another breakfast place. So it's like kind of like the, you got in San Francisco, you had there was what did they call it? It was there's that killer that was in San Francisco, it was the Zodiac killer. This is like the breakfast killer. Actually, there's a band called Too Much Joy that have an album called, they're kind of like a comedy rock band, but they have an album called Serial Killers, and it's like spelled like cereal, like the foods. But anyways, yeah, so it's kind of like, it'd be like the breakfast killer, and like kind of like the Zodiac killer from San Francisco. But anyways, maybe come see my movie when it comes out. Hopefully you can solve it by watching the movie. Sure. Michael and I went back to Mike's condominium that evening to have a few beers and talk. They were sitting on Mike's couch, looking at the stunning view of the moon being reflected by the water of the Pacific Ocean on that warm, breezy evening in June. Lovers were frolicking beneath the Golden Gate Bridge and seemed to be in a state of such transcended love that they were detached from earthly pain and relegated to a realm of pleasures of the soul that could only be felt in that transcended realm. So, we have an interesting situation. Yes, indeed we do. We have pretty good evidence to connect Penelope to the very murder that she is trying to supposedly get solved by releasing a movie about it that provides evidence for the viewers to that, so that they can try to solve it. The irony is delicious. Maybe someday, maybe somebody will see the movie and find evidence that Penelope committed the murder in it. That'd be intriguing. Do you want to practice some more William Shakespeare dialogue? Sure. Michael and Elena practice some more William Shakespeare dialogue. Here's an excerpt from it. Now I gotta get my William Shakespeare dialogue. Romeo and Juliet. I'm going to do some... okay. Scene 2, Capulet's Orchard. Enter Romeo. He jests at scars that never felt a wound. Enter Juliet above at a window. But soft. What light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief. That thou her maid art more fair than she? Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is but sick and green, none but fools do wear it. Cast it off, it is my lady, oh, it is my love, oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses, I will answer it, I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks, to the fairest stars in all the heavens. Having some business to entreat her eyes till they twig of their spheres, till they return. What if her eyes were there? They in her head, the brightness of her cheek would shame those stars as daylight doth a lamp. Would through the airy region stream so bright that birds would sing and think it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand? Oh, that were a glove upon that hand, that it might touch that cheek. Oh, speak again, bright angel. For thou art as glorious to this night, being over my head, as is a winged messenger of heaven unto the white upturned wondering eyes of mortals that fall back to gaze on him, when he bestrides the lazy pacing clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air. I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth, I never will be Romeo. What man art thou, that thus bescreened in night so stumblest on my counsel? By a name I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I had written it, I'd tear the word. My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of thy tongue's uttering. Yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo and a Montague? Neither fair maid, if either thee dislike. How canst thou, Heather, tell me and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, considering who thou art. If any of my kinsmen find thee here, with love's light wings did I overperch these walls. For stony limits cannot hold love out, and what dares love attempt? Therefore thy kinsmen are no stop to me. If they do see thee, they will murder thee. Alack, there lies more peril in thine eye than 20 of their swords. Look thou but sweet, and I am proof against their enmity. I would not for the world they saw me here. I have night's cloak to hide me from their eyes. And thou but love me, let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate than death prorogued wanting of thy love. By whose direction foundst thou out this place? By love that first did prompt me to inquire. He lent me counsel, and I lent him wings. I am no pilot, yet wert thou as far as that vast shore washed with the farthest sea I should adventure for such merchandise. Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden blush paint my cheek. For that which thou hast heard me speak tonight, fain would I dwell on form. Fain deny what I have spoke, but farewell, compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye. And I will take thy word yet, if thou swearest, thou may prove us false at lovers' perjuries. They say Jove laughs, oh gentle Romeo, if thou pronounce it faithfully, if thou thinkest I am too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse and say these nay, but thou wilt woo, but else, not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, and therefore may thou think my behavior light. But trust me, gentlemen. Oh, lady, by yonder blessed moon, I swear that tips with silver all those fruit tree taps. Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon, with monthly changes in her circled orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable. What shall I swear by? Do not swear at all. Or, if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, which is the god of my adultery, and I'll believe thee. If my heart still love, well, do not swear. Although I join thee, I have no joy in this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too like the lightning which doth cease to be. One could say it lightens. Sweet good night. This bud of love by summer's ripening breath may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet. Good night, as sweet repose and rest come to thy heart as I within my breast. Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied? What satisfaction canst thou have tonight? The exchange of that love's faithful love for mine. I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I would have word to give again. Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love? But to be frank, and give it thee again. And yet, I wish for the thing I have, my bounty is as boundless as the sea. My love is deep. The more I have, the more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite. I hear some noise within. Dear love of thee, anon, good nurse, sweet Montague, be true. Stay with a little love, come good. Oh, blessed night. Being in all night, all this is but a dream, too flattering sweet to be substantial. Enter Romeo and Balthasar with a torch, a mattock, and a crow of iron. Give me that mattock and the wrenching iron. Oh, take this letter early in the morning, see thou deliver it to my father. Give me the light, upon thy life I charge thee. Whatever thou hearest or seest, stand all aloof. And do not interrupt me in my course while I descend unto this bed of death, is partly to behold my lady's face, but chiefly to take thence from her dead finger a precious ring. A ring that I must use in dear employment. Therefore hence be gone. But if thou jealous dost return to pry in what I farther shall intend to do, by heaven, I will tear thee joint by joint, and strew this hungry churchyard with thy limbs, The time and my intents are savage wild, more fierce and more inexorable than empty tigers of the roaring sea. I will be gone, sir, and not trouble ye. So shalt thou show me friendship, take thou that. Live and be prosperous, and farewell, good fellow. This letter doth make good the friar's words, their course of love, the tidings of her death. And here he writes that he did buy a poison of a poor apothecary, and therewithal came to this vault to die and lie with Juliet. Where be these enemies? Capulet, Montague? See what a scourge is laid upon your head? That heaven finds means to kill your joys with love. And I, for winking your discords too, have lost a brace of kinsmen. All are punished. Oh, brother Montague, give me that hand. This is my daughter's jointure, for no more can I demand. But I can give thee more. Well, for I will raise her statue in pure gold, that whiles Verona, by which that name is known. There shall no figure at such rate be set as that of true and faithful Juliet. As rich shall Romeo by his ladies lie, poor sacrifices of our enmity. A gloaming peace this morning with it brings. The sun for sorrow will not show his head. Go hence, to have more talk of these sad things. Some shall be pardoned and some punished, for never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo. Thanks for joining me. I hope you join me for my next live stream.